While trying to recover, holding on with only one arm, she desperately tried to find anything else to grab. Tanaka knew that if she were to release her grip and fall, she'd be trampled to death beneath the massive monster. Before it transformed, getting run over by the thing would have only injured her, but not be fatal. With her free hand, the only thing she could grab onto was the fur of the other head. Luckily, despite her attacks, the unconscious head remained out of the fight. It was fortunate that the transformation due to the rage of the beast made the fur thicker and longer, allowing for the opportunity to hold on to it. One hand grabbed the rear part of the monster's jaw, which was still awake, while the other hand gripped desperately to the fur. If it wasn't for the fact that death was a likely consequence, Tanaka would have found her current position to be humorous. Clenching her jaw, every ounce of strength was directed to holding on to the monster. As Tanaka was struggling, the wolf was leaping into the air, dashing forward and shaking its body in an attempt to be free of the annoyance that was Tanaka. Having her back in the direction they were going, she was unable to see where they were going towards. In her mind, she was furiously praying that it remained the same terrain with just the flat grasslands. Her arms burned in protest, demanding that she cease such actions. If it was possible to view what was happening in her body, it was likely that the bones and muscles were arguing with the brain. It wasn't helping that her left shoulder felt as though it was going to give out and release her arm from the socket. Knowing she had to do something, Tanaka grunted as she lifted her legs and tried to climb up the part of the monster where the two heads connected to the main body. Considering the speed at which the wolf was running, Tanaka was being forced towards the main body of the creature. Clumsily, Tanaka used her feet and walked up the body of the wolf. Whenever a foot slipped on the fur, she winced in pain due to the jolting on her body. As her back was parallel with the ground, more weight was placed on her arms and fingers. Even if it was difficult to hold on to the jaw of the wolf, it was exponentially harder to grip the fur. The hand that gripped the fur trembled and began cramping from the exertion. The cramping of the hand made her hurry, worried that at any point she'd lose her grip and fall. Currently, with the weight being applied to her upper body, if she were to lose the grip of even one of the hands, Tanaka knew that she'd fall to her death. Not wanting to concentrate on the pain she was feeling, Tanaka forced a calm mind, focusing on the breathing. It helped in focusing on how much her fingers ached and her muscles burned. When her feet reached the back of the monster, she sighed in relief. Now, I just need to flip myself. Tanaka looked at the neck of the head that was still awake. Her breathing began to increase as she knew what needed to be done. This is going to hurt, Tanaka thought as she rotated her hips in preparation. Heart beating furiously inside her chest, Tanaka forced herself to let go of the fur. Immediately, there was a shock of pain in the shoulder as it took nearly her full weight. Quickly, Tanaka used every ounce of strength and turned the shoulders. Upon her body landing on the back of the monster's neck and using the free hand to grab some fur, there was a sigh of relief. Riding on top of the wolf now allowed her to release her grip on the jaw. With her legs being used to straddle the back of the monster, Tanaka used the hand that had held onto the jaw and began punching the neck of the creature.